5. Oh my gosh, why do you guys keep making these movies? Friday the 13th Part 5, I admit they at least tried to change the formula in some way or another. Don't get me wrong, it still has the slasher formula to it and everything, where you don't get to know any of the kids, they're all stupid, they're all sex-starved, or just complete jerks. But the one nice little difference about it is, the killer isn't Jason Voorhees! Yeah, he's actually dead in this one! However, we still got a hockey mask, machete-wielding guy who's going around still killing everybody. This time, though, there's just some random killer who's pretending to be Jason Voorhees, which I appreciate the direction they tried to go in with that. And this is going to sound a little bit maybe sad because, you know, I definitely think the series should have gone in a different direction or something, but man, I miss Jason Voorhees. He's a far more interesting character, and after the course of 4 movies, you, in some way, even though he's a silent killer who just randomly kills everybody, you're gonna kind of miss him. However, Corey Feldman's character from the first movie, Tommy Jarvis, who at this point has kind of become the Laurie Strode of the series. Laurie Strode is a character from the Halloween franchise. Tommy Jarvis is sent to a home for the mentally scarred, basically, where he has constant help who's trying to help him get through all of his struggles and all that kind of stuff. He's just kind of dealing with stuff on a day-to-day basis. He's still kind of messed up in some ways, but, you know, he's just trying to get through life. A bunch of the kids who live at this home are just doing chores and that kind of stuff. When this kind of like special needs kid is just going around like saying, oh, I want to help with everything, but he's getting like chocolate all over like the clean laundry or just doing other stuff, and everyone's just like, leave us alone, you can't help. Where this kid goes over to a very emotionally aggravated guy who's chopping wood with an axe. Dude, you don't go over to a mentally aggravated guy who's holding an axe. Where he says, hey, I can help chop wood and whatever. The guy gets annoyed and he just wants him to piss off.
I'm gonna help you with the wood today. Leave me alone!
He's so nice, he just offers him some chocolate.
I'll just put it over here. And later on, when you're hungry, you can have it. I think you're really out of line.
But then the guy gets pissed off and basically hacks him to death with an axe. I mean, okay. A guy died over a bar of chocolate. Actually, like, seriously, what the heck? Anyway, one of the paramedics sees the body, and then he's kind of, like, disturbed by the body, and this guy's the killer, okay? This guy turns out to be the killer. There's no freaking surprise. He's acting way too freaking weird. He's just like, oh, this kid is dead. I'm definitely going to be the killer.
You talking to me, Sheriff? Huh? Oh, I thought you was talking to me.
Once again, typical slasher formula. Everyone starts getting killed left and right because they're either jerks, perverted, potty-mouthed, sex-starved, or all that really fun jazz.
Oh, yeah!
Finally, it comes down to the final confrontation, and this time 3 people live at the end of this movie. Where it's the final girl, Tommy Jarvis, who in a way has actually kind of donned on the title of the final boy, I guess, and the little black kid, and he winds up surviving as well. The only black kid to survive a horror movie. Granted, it's probably because he's a little kid, so that's why. The killer winds up showing up, kills everybody, chases her all around, tries to kill her, that doesn't work out, fight against him, and then randomly Tommy Jarvis shows up out of nowhere and kind of has a little bit of an episode, or just a shock, I guess, because he thinks that that's Jason Voorhees again, when in reality it's not, and then he winds up getting stabbed by the killer. He doesn't die though. After quite a lot of other fighting and trying to survive and stuff, they wind up pushing the killer out of a barn onto a bed of spikes, where his mask has fallen off at this point, and it's revealed that yes, the killer is the freaking paramedic. Apparently the kid who died at the beginning of the movie turned out to be his son. And after his son died, he basically just cracked and started killing everybody. The movie ends with Tommy Jarvis in the hospital, where for some odd reason they decided to end it again, like the previous movie, like he's going to become the killer. Look, trick us once, shame on us. Trick us twice, shame on you for not following through! There are many points throughout the movie where Tommy Jarvis is actually haunted by the ghost of Jason Voorhees, or just a hallucination of Jason Voorhees. So how does this movie hold up? Well, it's another Friday the 13th movie. Even though this one doesn't have Jason Voorhees in it, I still kind of like it because at least they tried to change things up a little bit. Yeah, the formula is still exactly the same, but it's still, at least they tried to make it a mystery of who the killer was and a whole bunch of other stuff. It just kind of fell flat because the characters are nowhere near interesting. Tommy Jarvis doesn't really have a lot to do other than be psychotically scarred and have random outbursts. He actually barely talks in this movie at all, and then the killer just wasn't properly developed at all. So, this movie in some ways was a little bit underwhelming, but still, even with the movie's faults, it was still kind of entertaining, and whatever way you want to look at this movie, you could look at it as one of the worst or the best of the franchise, because they tried to be different. But hey, we're almost halfway through the Friday the 13th franchise! Tune in tomorrow for part 6. This has been the Valley of Death, where everything is spooky, but we keep things light. I'll see you guys later.